And we are live. Hello everybody. Welcome back to League of Ireland. At long last we are back again for a new season, a brand new season in Season 8. And of course the usuals are joining us this evening for the calendar announcement and the teams announcement for all 5 tiers. So I'm Colin B289. Joining me this evening is 5-time Tier 1 World Champion LOI Big Slater. How are you, Paddy?
How's things, Colin? How are you?
Not too bad now at all. And just joined the party there just 2 seconds ago, so he's late, which is not ideal, is LOI Con. How are we, Conal?
Hello, how are things? Sorry.
Right. I was saying sorry, that's the best we get, yeah.
Just celebrating our 2-0 win against Everton today, thank you.
Yeah, I suppose, we'll just about leave him away with that one, won't we? So, boys,
very good excuse.
We've already got 30 watching this evening. Already, within the first minute, 30 people watching. It's great to see. So please leave a like on the stream. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to it. Connell's just finishing a game of FIFA. Is that right, Connell?
No.
No? Alright.
He just testing out the new golf clubs, he is.
He's on the range, is he? Yeah, he's come back from the range. He was getting fitted there a second ago, lads, so sorry about that.
Thank you, letter to Gary.
Make sure to give it a like, everyone, and give it a subscribe. It'll go further anyway. But do you want to start on? Absolutely. What do you want to start with, lads?
Probably start from Tier 5, will we? A new Tier 5 for this season. First time since Season 5. It has come in. We're going to do the teams first, funny guy, and then we'll do the calendar afterwards, which I'm going to say I don't have a clue what the calendar is. I honestly don't know. Only Big Slayer knows what that is, because I don't know. Anyway, Tier 5. Mercedes. We have Kurt Diesel and we have Egan in the Mercedes at Tier 5. Ferrari, we have Big Leo and LOI Wheelo. Red Bull, we have Nando and we have the Batifer. McLaren, we have Conor Gannon and we have Elman. In the Alpine Alpine team, we have Bear Grylls and Pat Kenny. Alpha Tauri, we have, I think it's Jinx and Kuagia. Hey, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Is that correct? Or apologies if I've got that one wrong. Aston Martin, we have John Bastille and we have. It says QZZQ21, is it, Paddy? What is it?
Yeah, that's his Discord name, so yeah. That's what I'm going to try to get everyone to get their PSN name, and that's the Discord.
Anyway, so Alfa Romeo, we have the Viper, and we have Daniel Arenoso. Williams, we have Owen Digi, I think it is, and Fireland. And in the Haas car, we have Kajoko at the moment, and we have a free spot in Tier 5. So sorry for all the pronunciation issues, lads. That's a new tier, a lot of new drivers joining us, which is great. Kachiga even in the chat now. So that's Tier 5.
What's your thoughts, lads?
It's nice to have 5 tiers back.
Yeah, it's great to have
a lot of new drivers. It's kind of a bit of an unknown, really, isn't it? A lot of unknown, really. So
what's it called? Influx of kind of applications there recently. It's great.
Yeah, you're right there, and like obviously you're gonna have to. People who want to join, you're gonna have to get them a spot, and obviously we were targeted to be 4 tiers anyway, but we got that extra 5th one in anyway, and I know they're not as quick as the other tiers, but they have to start somewhere, don't they? So.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's a world championship at the end of the day. Doesn't matter what tier. World championship's a world championship in LOI. Doesn't matter what tier it is. So, should be interesting to see. First few races, we don't. It's genuinely obviously great to see the likes of Nando coming back and Elman obviously back on the grid. And then we've got a lot of new lads on the grid. So it's going to be interesting for me. I mean, you can't really call it, to be honest with you, early on for me, but I don't know what you think, or...
I couldn't. It's just the most consistent driver. Doesn't people always go on about the quickest, who has the quickest time trial? At the end of the day, you have to finish the race and be consistent. That's all that matters, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. And not crash into the wall deliberately. Oh, Jesus, who said that? Jeez. Sorry about that. Sorry, lads.
That's a good one. But do you want to start going to 4? Will we go tier 4 anyway, Connell?
Yeah, so I'll name out tier 4. So in the Mercedes, we have Blue Gunner and LG Gaffo. In the Ferrari, we have Jono and Danjo. In the Red Bull, we have Ryan Curran and Griffin. In the McLaren, we have TM Ducky and Aaron Sully. In the Alpine, we have Izzy Hero and Banner for Sam. In the Aston Martin, we have Rian and Aaron Hennessy. In the AlphaTauri, we have Nova and Mayo. In the Alfa Romeo, we have Aaron McCann and Catfish Corey. Williams, we have Budge and Major Jam. And in the Haas, we have Lukey Dookie and Decky Ferg.
Yeah, comment in the chat straight away. Jono in tier 4. People are surprised by that, but
you should wait till you hear it. Don't comment on it until you
absolutely
hear it's above. And obviously we had that. Remember that pre-season night, and a few drivers actually surprised us by pace-wise as well.
100% it is. And that was a brilliant. And that was clean as well. That race, to be fair, well done to everyone who took part in that.
A majority of them we thought they could be just tier 4 and 5, but like there's a few lads, 2 new lads in tier 1 also. So like, it just it's the way we had to do it anyway. Luckily we had that pre-season race anyway. I think probably for the next game there'll be some different ideas be putting in before the season starts. But yeah, some's tier in that, and that's tier 4. So like,
yeah, I mean,
the standard.
There was one race Decky Ferg reserved in tier 2 last year was competitive, and now he's down in tier 4. It just shows how competitive it's been in the higher tiers recently. So yeah, hold on, no, I need to get them up for myself. Actually, oh, there they are.
Yeah, it's
nice. So Connell, anyway. Since Connell read them out, you're going to first pick. We're going to want a drivers' championship and a constructors' championship prediction from you.
Jeez. To be honest, I think if Major Jan can get things going, he was kind of, quick in the last few races there. If he can get things going on the wheel, I think the likes of maybe Aaron Sully would be tight. I think though I'd probably go Aaron Sully to win it. And I think in terms of constructor, I'll probably go Ferrari, because Jono and Danjo they're absolutely 2 points merchants. So I think they'll just keep racking them in every race. They kind of like to stay out of trouble and things like that. So I think they'll be getting consistent points finishes and good points finishes at that. I think Aaron Sully, to be fair, he's getting quicker and quicker. So I think he'll probably win it. I think Ferrari will win the constructors.
No pressure, Aaron. Aaron Sully's in the chat there. No pressure whatsoever from Connell.
No pressure at all.
Any predictions, Paddy? I'll jinx someone in a minute, lads. Don't worry about it.
That Nova and Mayo looks very strong. Judging by Nova's pace, anyway, in that race, and depends what Mayo shows up at the end of the day, doesn't it? We can't count out Jono and Danjo. They're obviously brothers and they'll work together, so I think they be in a chance with the constructors anyway. Depends what, like, Budge and Major Jam look strong, especially Lukey Dookie and Decky Ferg.
That's a strong team. That's a very strong team.
But lads haven't seen your man Rin race. We have. He's solid. He's at like Blue Gunner's pace, and then TM Ducky and Aaron Sully. It could be about a 5-way.
Really could. I wouldn't rule out Red Bull, to be honest with you, because Griffin looked pretty solid the other night from what we saw.
Pete looked well.
And Ryan Curran had a season last season, a bit of experience now going into this season. I think he could be very competitive this season, I really do, in that tier.
Look, I can't even pick a winner from that.
I think that's very hard to call. I have to say, that's why I asked the question. You see, I asked the question, and you're the ones who give the answers.
I don't know, man. I literally can't.
I'm struggling as well, I have to say. I'll
literally
stick my neck on it. I'm gonna go Ryan Curran to win it. I think the bit of experience last year would have helped him an awful lot. And I'm gonna go Red Bull Constructors. It'll be a double for Red Bull. For me.
There we go. And yeah, will I go on to tier 3, will I? Go on to tier 3.
May as well.
Read it.
Just a competitive tier as well, holy cow.
Yeah, so we have the Mercedes Cav and Damman, so that's them. Red Bull is Bunsey and Smoking Aces. The Ferrari is Gary and Kachiga. The McLaren is Twitch Jane and Shamrock. Alpine is Suti and Anthony LED. Aston Martin, Michelangelo and Ennis. AlphaTauri, the Fons and Philip. Alfa Romeo, A. Whelan and RT. The Williams is Big Knockos and Rory Drain. And then the Haas is O'Connor and Glenn Mack.
That's one of the strongest. That's one of the strongest tier 3s we've ever had, isn't it? It really is, like.
I think it's this. You could say it's the strongest tier 3 on paper. Like, especially that, and a few people are like, "Who's Twitch Jane and who's Ennis and who's RT?"
Nice.
Yeah, it's one thing saying they're competitive over, but it's over a season, isn't it? But
absolutely.
on paper, that's the strongest tier 3 we've ever had. Like, and we've had a few strong tier 3s, even in season 5 we had a very strong one, so that's up there with the strongest. I can't argue with you on that one. Colin, did you hear that?
Yeah, to be fair, like, a lot of them lads could do a job in tier 2 as well, so like it just shows like tier 3 is crazy, like, you know, especially as you're saying this year it's very strong looking. You know, so like the damn man there as well in the Merc, gonna be kind of very quick there last season in tier 4, so I think he'll be right home in tier 3 and a good few other lads as well. So yeah, looking forward to that anyway. That was a great race in that tier.
Absolutely, we were very close to tier 4 last season, and they're all up this season, so that should be interesting to see how they get on in a slightly higher level. And yeah, I mean, like, even you've got some lads coming down, like Rory Drain coming down from tier 2, and Big Knockos coming down from tier 2, and O'Connor coming down from tier 2. It's going to be very interesting to see how it all just unfolds, really, you know.
Yeah, it's there you go. You have 3 from tier 2, isn't it?
There's 3 coming down, 4 actually, because Woods has come. Oh, sorry, the Fons has come down as well.
And plus, RT would have been in tier 2 last season.
It would have been 100%.
Yeah, so that's.
And Adam Whelan reserved a lot in tier 2 as well, so.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
A very, very competitive tier this season, I have to say. It's going to be. It's going to be fascinating to see, right? Same again, anyway. Paddy, we'll go do first this time. Give us a prediction: a constructors winner and a drivers champion from tier 3.
Right, I'll start with constructors. I think Bunsey and Smoking Aces in the Red Bull.
Okay.
I think it depends what Bunsey shows up, but I think fresh season for Bunsey and Smoking Aces is just always consistent, and pretty much tier 2 drivers nearly. Like,
I know.
And I can't back out Miel, Fo, Gary for the L drivers. Probably there smiling there looking at the phone, but I think this is a season. This is probably Gary's biggest season to redeem himself, and it's probably he'll never get a better chance to redeem himself. If I don't know if people are here that long. Gary's leading in season 3, and this is we get back to the format of the calendar now, but he was leading season 3 up to the last race, and he lost in a Rouge. He had a 19-point lead, and then guess what? Rory Drain had to only win the race to win the championship, and Rory Drain finished in first, and he won the championship. So that's it, yeah. And I think Spider-Man lost the car like about 2 or 3 laps to go, and Rory Drain went by, and then boom. And that was that, but I can't count Gary out, but yourselves.
2 seconds out. I have to look at something here now. So tier 3 for me, close to call. I like A Wheeling for this actually. To be honest with you, if I backed him last season, I have to say I got that one slightly wrong. But I think I like him for this season. He had for Romeo. I think for me, he'd be my slight favourite there. And I'm actually going to go with Williams for the constructors. You know, because I think Knockos and Rory Drain in tier 3 will just pick up all the points. I think in tier 3 that's what it's all about, really. Just picking up the points, picking up the podiums. Rory's won a championship here before, and I just feel like that could be the winning team for me. But it is going to be very, very close. I mean, we've 3 new drivers in here that a lot of people don't really know about, and I think that how they get on too and how they settle is going to be very interesting too, in my view. I don't know what Connell thinks now, but
I was going to say Adam Wheeler myself.
Oh,
I was kind of hoping I get there before. Yeah, obviously seeing Adam Wheeling come in tier 2 and then having really good races as well, staying consistent. I think he'll actually be fairly up there. I think it'll be between him and so hard to say. Like if Sooty Baby can just be patient and get his racecraft up a lot, I think he'd be fairly quick. I think so.
Plus with a shorter season this season,
100%.
you have to get a good start. Like if you get a podium in the first 3 races, you pretty much are looking either in a 2-horse race or a 3-horse race for the title straight away. But it's the matter of the pressure then that comes along and with it. So, but yeah, some people will probably just want to get themselves up to practice and are focusing on season 9 and trying to get a quick start in that. But still a championship at the end of the day.
Absolutely, even though it's a short season. And just before we move on, anyone in tier 3, I'm actually on commentary for this season, so please add my PSN if you haven't done so already. Thank you. But I think the majority of people have, to be fair, so that shouldn't be that big of an issue. LOI Colin B289, please add that on your PSN, please, if you don't mind.
So there you go. Yeah, that's tier 3.
Saucy's going to do it anyway, yeah. He has never done that before, have you, Saucy, now?
The man, Saucy.
I didn't realise Saucy was at... I don't... What's the PSN? LOI underscore Colin B289. What's the PSN you need?
289, don't forget the 289.
The 289, that's a big one, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'll start with tier 2, alright? So the Mercedes for tier 2 is Joe and Woods. So LOI Joe Mack and Woods. Red Bull is Dylan and McGee. So Dylan and McGee in the Red Bull. So the Ferrari is Ben Ratcliffe and Connell. And the McLaren is Sully TM and Ronan. The Alpine is Shane and Mags. The AlphaTauri is Knockgak and the Banter King. Aston Martin, Gary Drobro and DKF1. And the Alfa Romeo, Johnny and Jack Carty. And the Williams, Spider-Man and FaZe McBot. And the Haas is Josh and Big Funny Guy. There you go. That's tier 2.
Sorry, that's I'm laughing at some of the comments in the chat. Just give me a minute.
Boy, what's going on?
Just a few things. Farrell said at the end of the column B, the B stands for box. Which is something I'm very well known for, I have to say, as him being my teammate over the last couple of seasons. So that's and obviously Buck's giving me a bit of abuse and Saucy giving me a bit of abuse. Wouldn't be like them at all. But no, anyway, tier 2 should be an interesting one actually this season. have to say.
Yeah, it's like we had a few drivers that were gonna be in like tier 1 and that, and we had to drop it. Like Josh down.
Yeah, Josh and Dylan were meant to
Dylan
be in
down.
tier 1. And they had to
Yes.
come down, so that was yeah, that's how competitive it's gonna get. And that's here this season, so
it's Connell, how do you feel being in it? This your first time in tier 2 and you're here since the start. What's your thoughts? Obviously we have your hair, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah. Obviously tier 1 now is a different beast to what it was. So, you know, it's a good change. I welcome it. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's going to be hopefully positive, but I'll have my feet up on the desk for nearly half of it. So, but yeah, I think it's a nice little just something to tip around in and keep chugging away till the new game. You know, have a bit of fun and see this game out. It might be a little bit more competitive for me, not being at the back. So yeah, hopefully I'm not at the back in this tier as well. But yeah, sure, see how it goes anyway.
Yeah, because like I think it's probably season 5 was your peak in League of Ireland, as I thought you were at your, and you're up near the top 5 then, and you're rapid. But what's like the adjustment now gone down to tier 2, like?
Well, like, to be fair, like, you know, obviously I've kind of made it very public. I don't really like the new game, so that is current game, so it doesn't suit me. So if I'm slower in this game, so be it. You know what I mean? But obviously it's a welcome change. I was a bit kind of, I'm in tier 2, but you know, it's whatever. Like, you know what I mean? But just get stuck in, and, have fun, enjoy my league racing. You know, so that's really it, really. But yeah, just looking forward to the new game now as well. So hopefully, if it's a thing, might get back up to tier 1 eventually. Be nice, but yeah, how things go.
That's good, and it'll be good to see you in a championship fight for season 9 if you're still in tier 2. So
yeah, sure, see how it goes anyway.
Best luck in that. So
Thank
who do you think could be? Obviously, you're gonna miss. Who do you think could be the main man in that tier then? Judging.
I think definitely I'd say Dylan, or Sully TM. I think they'd 100% be up there. Yes, I'd say I'd probably have to put Dylan, I'd say, to win it. I think McLaren then have a very strong constructors there. You know, Sully TM is rapid, as you seen last few race there, and quality, especially in the race as well. Just obviously a few little mistakes and stuff like that. And same with Ronan. You know, bit of racecraft just get kind of tuned in. Same with myself. You know, always have to improve, but that, you know, that's what everyone's always thinks you can improve in. So yeah, look, I think it'll be tight, very tight. But I definitely think Dylan will win this. I think McLaren should probably win the constructors.
No,
interesting. Well, I'm going to completely disagree with Connell, which is something that happens quite on a regular basis.
Well, not as much as you say.
Yeah, to be fair.
As you text me for East, go, wow, we actually agreed a lot.
I know. My God. Anyway, for me, I think Josh Nader's favourite. He was telling me before, he told me actually before the last season that he actually had medium traction on during the races, which I could not believe. And he said he made a big effort to take traction off. So for me, I would go Josh Nader for the Drivers' Championship. And for the Constructors, I think Red Bull. I do. I think Red Bull and Dylan and McGee, two very solid tier 2 drivers who pick up the points and pick up the podiums all the time. And that's kind of the way I'd be looking, to be honest. I think the Red Bulls are a very strong team this year, and I think they'll be the ones. I've actually got Red Bull for the all constructors this year, I'll be honest with you. But I think Red Bull will be the team to beat in that tier for me. And I think Josh in the Haas will be hard to beat in my view. What do you think, Paddy? You're the admin of that tier this year, so what do you think?
Yeah, I think Spider-Man and Face McBot, that'd be some qualifying. There's something else to qualifying, so they'd be very close. But it's whether they can keep it in the race. They can keep it in the race. They'll be literally hot on their heels, and I wonder if Funny Guy will get a race win out of, I think, about 10 or 11 poles. So that'd be a big season for Funny Guy anyway. And he started off in the Haas, if you can remember. But I just have to say Josh will be the favourite, and then can't count out Ben Ratcliffe if he has the way he's gone on at the end of last season and carries on to this season, and it's not a big break. He just needs to get off to a consistent start. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Fair enough. Do you have anything else to add, or?
No, just made the best man win.
Fair enough. May the best man win. So, on to Tier 1. This season in Tier 1, Mercedes, we have got LOI Wami and LOI Owen BRX in Mercedes. Red Bull, we have LOI Dan OM and LOI Slim Jim. Ferrari, last year's reigning world champion, LOI Sully. Alongside him will be a 3-time Constructors winner with Ferrari, LOI Time Splitter. McLaren, we have Dilzer and Section. Alpine, we have Oshin and Darren O'Brien. Alpha Tauri, we have LOI Seabox and Raf Basket. Aston Martin, we have LOI Colin B289 and LOI Fanjo. Alfa Romeo, we have LOI Notjack and one of a new driver in there. His PSN is Verstappen. Williams, we have LOI Saucy and Ryan Dav. And last is the Haas, is Shifters and Bobby McNamee, a new driver again in Tier 1. So that is the lineup for Tier 1 this season. Anyway, fellas, any thoughts? Or?
Yeah, it's good. It's good tier. Solid tier now with a bit of a mix up there, but it's very strong.
Happy with that, Fanjo, yeah? I know. That one ain't messing.
What do you think anyway? What do you think, Colin B? Who do you think you raced in Tier 1 anyway?
Yeah, to be honest with you, when I got told the grid, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I was very surprised when I saw that. The one that stood out to me straight away was the Ferrari partnership of Sully and Farrell. Couldn't believe it, honestly. It was I got a big surprise when that happened, I have to say, because and yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, for me personally, this whole tier, in my view, is on the two new drivers, because we don't know what they're going to be like, really, in the Alfa Romeo and the Haas, because we've never raced with them before, and we just don't know what their outright race pace is going to be. That's going to be the key, really, isn't it? I mean, are they going to be quick in quali? Are they going to be quicker in the race? Are they just going to be consistent all round? Who knows? Obviously, I expect them to be right up there the whole time, and if they are, then I have to deal with it then, I suppose, isn't it? That's the way I have to do it. Tier 1's not going to be easy. It never is easy, it never will be. I'd knuckle down.
That's it. And yourself, Connell?
Yeah, obviously the two new lads come up, as Colin was saying. Be interesting to see what they're like. You never know, them two lads could be going for race wins, so I'd like to see what kind of the veterans, what they think, you know. If I have to throw my I'd think who'll win it this year. I think it'll probably it, I think it'd probably be torn between Tommy, Sully, and Fanjo. I think after obviously Sully winning last year, I don't know if he'll be, probably going for it again to try to defend it. Obviously, if I were myself, I probably would, but I think Tommy then and Fanjo, and Sully, I think they're the top three to win it. I can't really pick who. And constructors wise, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. Like, it's so tight because anyone in that tier on any given day could be on for a podium. You just don't know. It's so quick, like. So yeah, it's just going to be mega tight. A lot of DRS trains, a lot of races side by side. So I think it's going to be great racing, hopefully. And kind of last season, so hopefully the tracks are good as well. So everyone is kind of, happy out racing. Yeah, looking forward to watching it for the first time ever. So yeah.
Yeah, it's solid tier, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fast.
Going to be very interesting to see how it all works out.
Plus to a fresh start, like I know drivers were a bit off, but when they've like Sully and Tommy, they battled all the way. And what are they mentally like now for the new season with fresh starts? That'll be interesting. I know Fanjo took a bit off the gas, so he'd be there straight on the get go. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see who will get a good start, and will there be? I think there was like about 10 different winners last season. What's it called?
I have no idea, mate.
I think there was about 9 or 10 different winners in Tier 1, so it'll probably be the same this season. But yeah, that's
hopefully.
So we'll get along with the calendar.
We may as well, shall we? Because I think that's what everyone really has been waiting for. So there's 2 seconds there, because I'm going to now head off from the cars to the time trial page. I'll now pick my Aston Martin. There we are. And now we're at the tracks now. Here they are. So, right. I'm just going to tell you right now, before we start, everyone, myself and Connell don't have a clue what this calendar is. Well, I can tell you that now for certain. Only Paddy knows. So go on, Paddy.
So, you may be in for a shock anyway. We're only going to have 9 races.
Yeah.
And I was meant to have a breaks in it, but the game was released a month earlier than I predicted. So I'm getting 9 races in this season. We had that in season 3. And we're going to start next Sunday. So Sunday's the next day, so that'll be an update. There'll be announcements and everything in attendance. So next Sunday, boom, 9 weeks sprint straight to the end. Sorry for the people who had time off but that's the only thing I could do before the new game, because anything less than 9 I wouldn't, regardless as a championship. So, right, round 1 is the USA.
Okay.
Round 2 is Baku, Azerbaijan.
No.
Oh god.
Round 3.
Oh dear. Audio's a bit low, Paddy, so I to jump over you there. Someone's just saying. Actually, 2 seconds, lads. I'll change that. 2 seconds, I need to change the setting there, lads, just before we get underway. Is that alright, boys?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, my music was a bit loud there. That was what the problem was. Sorry, boys, that was my bad. Right, so I think everyone got the first 2. Just in case you didn't know, it's USA and Baku. Who was round 3, so Paddy?
Hungary. Round 4 is Singapore.
Oh, no.
Round 5 is Portugal. Round 6 is Austria. Round 7 is Brazil. Round 8 is Bahrain. And round 9 is Belgium. There we go.
Oh, that was the last race. Oh, Jesus.
Irish guy. Oh, Jesus, who said that? Oh. Sorry, something just something just came out of my throat there. Geez, sorry about that,
yeah,
lads.
I think I had the same thing, Colin. Sorry. Jesus.
So there, it's a good last. Portugal, Austria, Brazil, Bahrain, and Belgium. You can all overtake in that.
You can indeed.
So yeah, I
Right.
tried to. Well, is it better than last season's? Is it or what? Or worse? It's probably a bad calendar. Every calendar you do
I
is
mean,
bad.
everyone says it's a bad calendar, really, isn't it? But like, I mean, from like the last few races are going to be unreal because you can overtake in all of them. Unfortunately, I'm missing Bahrain and Spa this time. The last two races, but look, it is what it is. That's just the way it is. So, you know.
I'm missing
I
my two
might
favorite tracks as
sub in
well.
for you, Colin, anyway, for them for the
Oh,
last two.
really? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it'd be nice, a nice one, wouldn't it? Anyway, listen. But yeah,
I'm also missing my two favorite races as well.
One of
So,
yours is Baku, and you're Baku in Singapore.
and
Yeah,
Sing-
but
yeah,
the
and
yeah,
thing
yeah,
Singapore,
is
yeah.
yeah.
that I was looking at that calendar, right, and usually at the end of a season, it's like you struggle to overtake,
Yeah,
and the draw. But the last five, just go out for a dash and boom for the game. There you go. Thanks for the chase.
yeah. Like
So
we've an interesting set at the start. I mean, USA obviously you've the big long back straight, but I find it very hard to follow in the first sector. I've always had that. And then you've got Baku, which bad along straight again. It's all very technical, very close to the walls. Hungary's very narrow. Singapore's very narrow. And like Portimao is pretty similar. I don't think it's as easy to overtake in Portimao as people think it is. I really don't. I think people will be surprised at how hard it is to overtake there.
That last corner isn't as easy
It's
because
the
you have
first,
to like
yeah, it's the first
get a good
corners.
run
It's
and
actually the first corner is the problem because you have to be ahead going in there, really.
you can't go wide because you get a warning or anything like that. It's
Absolutely.
straight 3 seconds or anything like that, you know.
But the last four for me are the four easiest tracks to overtake on, in my view.
that's
So
it.
should be
That's
Get them
should be
skinny
very
rear wings
interesting.
on.
Yeah, completely different. It's going to be hilarious. The setups at the start of the season are going to be higher wings and everything. At the end, it's going to be a lot lower and just, people going for straight line speed. It's just sometimes the way it goes. And of course, in Belgium as well, the weather's unpredictable. That's the other thing about it. You have to remember that.
And Eau Rouge.
Eau Rouge, what's that again? Oh, yes, I remember that now. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Barrier still needs to be repaired.
Yeah. There'll be no red flags anyway, lads, this season. I can tell you that much for certain.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So that's that, lads. So
So that's the
we'll be
that's
starting next Sunday on the US. Anyway, I say a good majority of drivers are on practicing there
yeah,
and have their teams,
absolutely.
but we'll have them in the Discord. Yeah, that's that. Yeah. Any comments, lads, on the calendar or?
I think it
It's
is.
a
I think
main
it's a.
character.
I think it's a belt of a calendar. Alright, to be fair, it's like slapping a comment on YouTube. Australia's not in the calendar because Connell forced them to not put it on the track due to barrier repairs. Thanks, Connell. My good
Already paid
God.
them.
Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
sorted
brown.
it, sorted.
That's why Canada isn't on it either.
That's the brown envelope. Yeah, that's the brown envelope there behind the scenes, lads.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I just think it's going to be interesting to see what happens on those circuits. Like we've never raced in Portimao before, which is going to be fascinating. Baku on this game, I've actually never raced it. I'll be completely honest with you, so I'm looking forward to racing there.
Bit smelly.
Is it? Oh, thanks, Connell.
From my favourite track, but it's not as nice as last game.
Oh, thanks very much, mate.
No worries, Carl. Good luck.
Obviously, it won't be because the cars have less downforce.
Yeah.
Anything with more downforce
Yeah, I know.
is always better. So, but look, I have to put it in anyway.
Oh, you do, absolutely. I'm not surprised at all.
I'm delighted it's in anyway because good overtakes and kind
And
of
plenty of people hitting
pacey
walls.
driver as well. Yeah.
Especially me. I'm very good at hitting walls.
That's it. And I said, look, I treated just to a belt. Look, I got the worst ones out of the way for the start for you, and then there you go.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say that. But look
Cheddar.
at this. Look, if you're going to win a championship, you have to make every track your strongest
Yeah.
track. So
Absolutely.
that's
That's
it
it,
at the end of the
really.
day. But
The best man win.
we're gonna have a busy season ahead anyway. But for season 9, while you're there, I'll have the teams up as quick as I can. Because the new game will be out just literally when we'll be in finishing Belgium there. So I'll try to get it the week or the 2 weeks in, and then at least you know you can work on that particular car and how the biomechanics, that how the physical, whatever the fucking thing is, you can say. But yeah, you get used to the car. But
Yeah.
that's what I'll do for you anyway on that. But yeah, 9 races. There you go, lads.
It is realistically a sprint, isn't it? I mean,
It
if you
is.
don't get off to a good start, the championship's over before you get off the line, really, isn't it? So,
Yeah, but look, may the best man win, and wishes all the best to everybody, and
absolutely.
hopefully there's good racing, and obviously the penalty points will change. They'll go like, I think it was 9 for a race ban. That'll probably go down to a 6 because the season's shorter. So us admins will all have a look, and yeah, if anyone wants to be an admin, hit me up as well. We can get you in. This season we're doing by teams, since there's so many tiers. And yeah, I'll be doing a podcast with Dilzer during the week, so make sure to listen into that.
Excellent stuff.
And
Excellent stuff. I'll be there. Looking forward to that, actually.
so, anything else to say, Connell or Colin? Any questions, or anyone have any other questions?
I've nothing anyway.
No, I'm all good. Can't wait to get stuck in for the few
Yeah,
races I have.
That's it. That's it. I have nothing else to say, but we'll leave it there, will
yep.
we, lads?
We will.
Anything?
We will
That's it.
leave. Yep. We will leave it there. So we will see you all again next Sunday for Tier 3 for USA. I'll be on commentary with I don't know who yet, but we will find out very shortly who that'll be. All right. Bye bye again, everybody, and we'll see you all again next week.